My name is Tom Fisher. I'm the director of the Metropolitan Design Center. I'm also the Dayton-Hudson Land Grant Chair in Urban Design at the College of Design here at the University of Minnesota. I'm on the management team for the Hennepin-University partnership. I've been on that team for a number of years, and I find it one of the most interesting boards that I'm on right now, in that the meetings deal with a lot of fascinating content issues, which I think are great. And I think it's just a wonderful partnership between the county and the university. Well, one of the great things about being at the University of Minnesota in the Twin Cities is that we are one of the only urban land grants in the country. And so our land grant mission really almost mandates that we are involved in the community. And so being here in this wonderful community, the Minneapolis campus is in Hennepin County, to be able to work this closely with Hennepin County's leadership on issues of mutual concern and mutual interest is really a fabulous opportunity, not just for the faculty who are involved, but also our students. I think this is one of the ways in which the University of Minnesota can set itself apart from all of the competing land grant universities in being able to offer these community opportunities for students to learn. Well, the student opportunities that we've been able to do with Hennepin County have been pretty wide-ranging. I can speak to a few of them from our college. We've had students who have been involved with faculty in doing design thinking workshops with various constituencies within Hennepin County. We've had students working with us on homelessness issues. We've worked early on in the early setting up of Homeless Connect, the big event that happens at the convention center, and making that more easy for people to navigate and find services. We had students do a project on the big recycling center over by the Twins Stadium, sort of thinking about it in more environmental terms, and how that facility could complement the Twin Stadium and complement the neighborhood. We did a project that also involved students looking at waiting rooms in Hennepin County detention centers and in juvenile centers, so various kind of waiting room issues in the county. So there's just been a number of opportunities like that that build on faculty expertise and research, but also are opportunities for undergrad and graduate students to learn. Well, Hennepin County brings with it just a wealth of interesting issues, challenges, problems in a good way. In other words, they bring us the real world. And I think the challenge in any university is to make sure that our research is relevant and that our students are learning about things that are important to the general public. We're a public university. And so what's wonderful about the partnership with Hennepin County is that we really hear from the trenches what's really going on in the county. What do the people of Hennepin County really need, and how can the university help the county in addressing those needs? So this really ensures that we stay grounded as a university, and I think brings, I would hope, a lot of intellectual capital, knowledge, and new insights to the county. I've just been continually impressed at the interest and openness that the county has to doing things in new ways, to thinking in new ways about problems and services and opportunities, and I think that's really special. It, from my mind, sets Hennepin County apart from other counties that we work with in greater Minnesota, that it's very progressive and open-minded. And so I hope that our work together with the county has benefited the county. I think it has. Well, I've been peripherally involved in many of the projects we've done with Hennepin County. I was, for 19 years, have been a dean at the university, and so it's sort of limited my ability to dive very deeply into on many of these issues. But for example, with the Homeless Connect project. A lot of my work is in urban design, and one of the things that I enjoyed working on with that was looking at how the interior of the convention center was sort of like a city. People were looking for services and they were having a hard time finding them. And so basically what we did is we imagined the convention center as a series of streets, and each street would have a particular function. So if they're medical, you would have a street where you could get medical services, another street where you could get job training services or housing related services. And so we basically set the convention center up like a city and used the urban grid metaphor as a way to help people find their way. And even with street signs pointing. And we thought that this, of course, was appropriate for serving the homeless community that spends a lot of time in the city, navigating the city. And it turned out to really work well. That a very simple idea of reorganizing all this activity made it easier for people to find their way around. And so there have been a number of things that I've enjoyed being a part of. I'm also co-chair with my colleague Ed Getz on the Metropolitan Consortium here at the University of Minnesota, which is an entity that coordinates everybody working on metropolitan issues. And we've been able to fund over the years the TURP research, the transportation-related research that we do with Hennepin County, and that too has been gratifying to see how that has evolved over time. Well, Project Homeless Connect is really, I think, a nationally leading effort to bring all of the services that the homeless population needs in one place at one time. You know, one of the challenges of the homeless community is that they have to go all over the city to find services. We don't make it easy for that population. And so this brilliant idea of Project Homeless Connect that Hennepin County really led was to bring all of those services in one place and very efficiently help people who are facing homelessness get what they need. And then the idea of using it, putting it in the convention center, using the convention center, I thought was also a really brilliant move because it's big enough to accommodate all of this activity. So I co-taught a class with a colleague on homelessness, and we looked at what other cities were doing around the country. And we concluded that Project Homeless Connect was really in many ways the most advanced effort that we could find in any city at that time in terms of serving the homeless population. Well, the Hennepin-University partnership provides for our college, the College of Design, a set of opportunities that enable us to do projects. What the design community does is that we are very action-oriented, and we depend a lot on the work of our science and social science and humanities colleagues to help us understand the nature of a problem. But we then like to think about, well, what could be? What are possible solutions to problems after we've analyzed them and understood them? And what has been great about the partnership with Hennepin County is it said, you know, here is a need that we have. What could we do? Could you design a better waiting room for us? Could you design a better way for us to run our homelessness event every year? Can you think about a new way to enhance our recycling facility? And those are great problems for our community because it's less about analyzing data to understand a problem, but here is an opportunity. Can you help us imagine what could be, what is possible that maybe we haven't imagined before? And so for our faculty and our students who work on these studio-related projects, they have an advantage of being grounded in the real world. And of course, with the institution located in Hennepin County, they're convenient, easy for our students and faculty to get to. And so it's really been an ongoing source of educational opportunities and research opportunities for us. One of the things that has been happening in our fields, in the sort of architecture, urban design, and design fields, has been the application of our skills to not just the physical environment, but to systems, organizations, operations. And so several of the projects that we've done with Hennepin County have really been pushing the boundaries of applying design thinking and design skills. So in addition to sometimes doing projects that produce some physical design, as you might expect architects, landscape architects, urban designers to do, we've also been doing projects with Hennepin County that are around design thinking, about rethinking an organization, an operation, a process or a procedure. And I think that, at least I hope that this has been of use to the county. We sense it has been, but it also has enabled us to push the leading edge of our discipline, because this whole area of design thinking leading to action in the invisible world of processes and procedures and systems is really the leading edge for us as well. So it's been a great opportunity. I have really thoroughly enjoyed the Hennepin-University partnership for the many years I've been involved, and I think that as we look forward, I would love to see it being more widely recognized in the university, have many more faculty and students involved. There's been quite a number who have been involved, but it's generally focused on a relatively few colleges. I think that there are opportunities for every college in the university to be involved in partnership with Hennepin County, and I'm hoping one role I can play in the future is to continue to try to promote that set of opportunities. And as well, I would hope that as we expand the disciplines that are working with Hennepin County, that it can expand the benefits to the county, because Hennepin County is a very big and very complex and interesting place, and I think there are opportunities for virtually every field in the university to find a way to contribute.